Welcome to Live Wires for the Win Season 4. 10 live wires will be given the unique opportunity to share their creativity with the world and become the next top live wire. I'm your host, Heather Boyd, and this is Live Wires for the Win Season 4. 5 weeks of wire art challenges count down to one winner of the grand prize, a collaboration video on my YouTube channel, $100 gift certificate for my Etsy shop, and $200 in supplies and tools from Beadalon. Your judges will be wire artist Heather Boyd and multimedia artist and author Patricia Srigley. Viewers will have the opportunity to vote for their favorite creations and give feedback on the work. Hello, Live Wires. Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to the semifinals of Live Wires for the Win. Welcome back to our judge, Patricia Srigley. Hello. This is awesome. I can't believe we're already at the semifinals, episode 4. Next week will be the finale, so that's super exciting. We'll have a special guest judge on the finale next week. Also, big thanks to Beadalon for being the sponsor of the grand prize of $200 in wire and tools from Beadalon. So can't wait to see who's the winner of the grand prize. Thank you to all the viewers for voting and for leaving such great feedback each week. You can see the viewers' feedback on the Facebook page. Be sure to follow the Facebook page and you'll see photos, all the viewers' feedback, and updates about calls for entry for season 5. So now without further ado, let's get going and look at the work for episode 4. So first we have Laura, and Laura writes, "There were so many directions a person could go with this challenge. I chose to depict an experience many people could relate to with an umbrella, which is to have it caught by the storm and be carried away in the wind and rain. As my character runs to try to catch her umbrella, she finds herself in the largest mud puddle ever. This flat piece is made with 18-gauge black utility wire. I wanted to draw an experience and make it high contrast against the background, so stuck to using one type of wire. The swirly design around the frame gives this piece a loose, flowy, organic feel and creates a snapshot in time. It was especially interesting to get the raindrops attached and straight enough to look convincingly like rain. Have you ever seen the rain is 13 inches tall and 10 inches wide." So I'm going to just flip through the pictures so we can see some details in the top corner and the other corner and the little figure. So let's go back to the main one. And I'll start with Laura's piece. I really loved Laura's piece. I'm delighted that she used a different medium this time. Laura is known for her chicken wire sculptures, which are wonderful, but I really, really love her use of black wire and the simple lines in this piece. It's fun that it looks like a frame piece that you can put on your wall. It's a nice size, not too big, not too small. And it's so whimsical. I love her little bubbly boots and her hand reaching up for her umbrella that's caught in the wind. Love the story behind it. The concentric circles in the puddle is super fun. And the frame is really so nice and whimsical with the wiggly lines and the flowers. And I like that the frame isn't perfect. It's nice and loose. It's not straight, but it's straight enough that it looks like a nice frame. And the raindrops, that's brilliant. The way she has them down on an angle with just a little drop at the end. So she's found some really interesting design solutions that are super, super effective. And it's just such a cute, wonderful piece. And Patricia, what did you think of Laura's piece?
Yeah, like you, I loved everything about it. I felt it captured childhood, and the figure looks childlike to me, and it's very whimsical. And yeah, I did really like that the raindrops had the track path, the straight line. It makes them look like they're moving. I really like the border as well. It's loose and it almost has little flowery things on each corner, which are very pretty. And yeah, I loved everything about it.
Great job, Laura. So next we have Amy, and Amy writes, have you ever seen the rain? Yes, as a matter of fact, it's raining right now. Another great theme. I decided on a puffy rain cloud with drops falling down. I put some swirls in the clouds for a puffier look and maybe a bit of windy effect. The charms can be changed out with snowflakes in the winter. I think I'll keep this one on display throughout the seasons. It gets quite rainy and stormy where I live. I'm so close to Tornado Alley in the USA. So I met your challenge of have you seen the rain with a little November rain? Like what I did there? So many songs in my head. Hope you enjoy it. Materials used 18 gauge square wire for the clouds, 20 gauge round wire for the raindrops, and jump rings, and 19 gauge half round wire to connect the pieces of the clouds together. It's all bare copper wire. Patricia, what do you think of Amy's work?
Yeah, it's a really pretty design. The clouds are so decorative and puffy, and she's done the shaping really well. And I especially like that the raindrops can be switched for snowflakes. And yeah, I'd love to see it when it has snowflakes on it. Very pretty design.
This one is so fun. I love her craftsmanship as well. Amy does a really lovely job, and you could tell she's a skilled wire wrapper. The fact that she's made it with square wire is different. It gives it a nice kind of solid look, and that she's wrapped it in half round wire. I've used a little bit of square and half round wire, and I realized when using it why they make half round wire. It's because it'll grip onto the square wire better to hold the pieces together. So you don't get that flipping of the wire with the round wires. So it's quite genius that she used the wire, and it just gives it a really more sophisticated look. I love that you can change out the raindrops. That's super fun. You can make a seasonal sun catcher and just switch out the elements with the season. That's really, really fun. And it's definitely a simple design, but it's a very lovely design and very whimsical. And it's fun that she had another song in her head that came to mind is we're having fun with the themes and using songs and different ideas for the themes. It's always fun to see how people interpret the theme. And this is a simple one, but very, very beautiful. Great job, Amy. So next we have Mark, and Mark writes, the wire-rimmed glasses with raindrops suspended within the frames symbolize the emotional lens through which one views life's storms. This creative detail captures both the clarity and distortion of perspective, mirroring the song's themes of hope, melancholy, and the inevitability of change. The rain held within the frames suggests an introspective experience where the viewer must confront inner turmoil and moments of uncertainty. The delicate, resilient wire represents the fragility of perception during life's storms, echoing the song's message that challenges are a part of the journey. My piece invites reflection on how we perceive and embrace the rain, seeing it as both a burden and a path to growth. So we have a few images that Mark sent. So there's a straight on image, another side view, close-up view, another close-up view, and this looks like a black and white. So I'll start with Mark's. Mark always has the most unique descriptions for his work. I love his concepts. He really puts a lot of thought into the theme and what he creates. The glasses are a great idea. I love that they're three-dimensional. Again, another simple piece, but with the thought behind it, it makes it more interesting. I like how he mentioned that the rain can be interpreted in different ways as a positive and a negative. Sometimes we think of a rainy day as being gloomy and depressing, especially now with the daylight savings time. But it's always an opportunity to kind of slow down and reflect and relax. And there's something very peaceful about a gray, rainy day. I like that he's used blue wire for the raindrops as well. It gives a little bit of contrast. It's definitely an interesting piece, made even more interesting by the description. And Patricia, what did you think of Mark's piece?
I like the idea. It's a very original idea. I hadn't seen it before. I like the color contrast between the gold rims and the blue drops. And they look wearable to me, which would be fun to see them on someone. And again, I really enjoyed his description. It was like a story, and it opens our eyes to think of life and how struggles can be taken either way as a growing experience, and try not to let things let you down. In conclusion, a great idea, and I really enjoyed the write-up.
Good job, Mark. And next we have Asita, and Asita writes, for this week's theme, have you ever seen the rain? I made this pendant suncatcher wall hanging. I have listened to the song many times, and when this song was given, I thought, why not make my own version of it, which is quite similar but different at the same time. As you can see in the picture, it's raining. There's an umbrella flying, a girl standing while spreading her hands, basically enjoying the rain. Through this piece, I want to portray that no matter how much hard time comes in your life, you should learn to enjoy the moment while handling that problem and not just being depressed or tense about it. The umbrella here indicates your struggles and efforts to fight with the problem and protect yourself from it. The cloud and the rain indicates difficulties and problems coming in the way. The girl here can be seen leaving the umbrella and enjoying the rain to the fullest, which indicates that no matter how difficult something is, you should see the positive in it and enjoy it instead of seeing the negative. This is something I've been doing whenever life throws difficulties at me, and I wanted to share it with everyone. We should always remember that without the rain, there would be no rainbow. So if you want to see a beautiful sunny day, with a beautiful rainbow, then you should learn to appreciate and enjoy the rain as well. Throw the umbrella of struggles away, spread your arms, and enjoy the rain to the fullest. I use 20 gauge, 18 gauge, 22 gauge, and 26 gauge wire for this project. Hope you like it. So Asita sent some progress shots. So here's the umbrella. Here's some of the elements, putting them together, and the whole piece. Another shot, and the whole piece. So Patricia, what did you think of Ashita's work?
Yeah. Oh, I liked everything about it. I liked the solidity of the copper ring and the three-dimensional umbrella and the nice contrast between the silver clouds and rain and the rest of the piece, and even the figure. It's really well drawn or formed, and it has a lot of movement and positivity about it. And yeah, I just loved it. Well done.
I like the variety of techniques that Ashita has used in her piece. The frame is lovely with the wire weaving. It's a challenge to make a nice frame for a piece like a suncatcher. She's created a nice massive piece with a couple of pieces of wire and the weaving. So it's a nice solid frame. The umbrella is lovely. I like that it's three-dimensional attached to the flat suncatcher. It's definitely a lot of work and weaving went into that umbrella, and even the details of the twisted handle is super cute. And it's great that she did the cloud in a contrasting color. I love the depth of the cloud, like just this wood. She's used triple, double wires and just swirled them around, and you could really see the dimension and the depth in the cloud from which the rain comes down. And it looks like the rain are little infinity signs. So that's super cute, not the traditional raindrops with it, which is nice, something different. And I agree with the figure. I love that the arm is up and she's enjoying the rain, embracing it. She looks very, very joyful. It's a really lovely piece, and you did a great job, Asita. So next we have Lynn, and Lynn writes, have you ever seen the rain? My first thought was a trip to New York City. Before catching my flight home, it was raining so hard, even an umbrella didn't keep you dry. Since raindrops drop from the clouds into your umbrella, trying to keep you dry. It has been raining off and on all day in Minnesota, a fitting challenge. Started making a purple umbrella with wire weaving and black handle turned out bigger than planned, so I will save that for another day. I decided to make wire-wrapped cloud earrings with raindrops and a purple umbrella necklace with raindrops, along with a handmade chain and clasp, made with artistic wire 20 gauge and 26 gauge, black, purple, silver, and turquoise. So I'll start with Lynn. Lynn just sent one photo that we can see the whole set. It's fun that she put it on a mannequin. This is what you would call a statement piece with the large pendant and the large earring. It's a little large for something I would wear, but I could see people wearing this. Super fun. And I like that she did a bit of variety of color, the raindrops in blue and the umbrella in purple. And the umbrella is like a nice simple design, but it looks really, really nice with a bit of twisted wire for variety. I like her little curves along the bottom and the reflected in the clouds as well. It's a lovely set. It fits the theme and it's super fun. And Patricia, what did you think of Lynn's piece?
I like the colors you've chosen, the purple, the turquoise, the silver. It's a very fashion model, especially posed on the mannequin. You could see a fashionable person wearing these with a low-cut dress and very pretty. Well done.
Great job, Lynn. So now we're going to announce the viewer's choice. Thank you to all the viewers who voted and left such great feedback for the work. We will be posting all the comments and feedback about viewers' work on the Facebook page, along with photos of their work. So be sure to follow us on Facebook and check out all the creations from this week and previous weeks. And we actually had a tie this week for viewers' choice. This is a first. And the two participants that were the viewers' choice this week were Laura and Asita. So congratulations, Laura and Asita, for being tied for viewers' choice this week. And then now comes the time where we are going to choose 3 participants who will proceed to the finale. And then the other 2 will be eligible for the wild card, along with the other previous participants who have submitted for the wild card participation. And this is something new we're doing this year to give everybody a chance at the finales. We have 9 people who are still in the running, so we're going to check those out after we announce who's progressing to the finales. And so, Patricia, can you give me your list of participants from most favorite to least favorite in order?
My first choice was Laura, second Ashita, third Mark, fourth Lynn, and fifth Amy.
Perfect. And my 5 in order were Laura first, and then Ashita, and then Amy, and Lynn, and then Mark. So for the final scores, we tally up the numbers, and whoever has the lowest number ends up progressing to the next stage. But because we had some ties, Laura had 2 points, Ashita had 4, and Amy and Lynn and Mark all had 8 points. So we've called upon some of our previous guest judges. We called upon guest judge Mimi and also a previous guest judge Nydia, who is the owner of the Viva Vida Art Gallery in Montreal, to give us their list in order of preference. And they both agreed, and this is their list. So Laura first, Ashita, Amy, Lynn, and Mark. So now we have Laura with 3 points, Ashita with 6 points, Amy with 11 points, Lynn with 12 points, and Mark with 13 points. So the 3 people that will be going on to the finale this week are Laura, Ishita, and Amy. So congratulations, ladies, for progressing to the finale. The top live wire this week is Laura. Congratulations, Laura. Thank you to Lynn and Mark for your amazing submissions this week. We are always so happy to see what you create each week and appreciate the thoughtfulness and the time that you take in sharing your creations. And you're still eligible for the wild card. So now, without further ado, we are going to discuss the wild card participants. Here we have collages from all of the 4 themes from each of the participants who are still in the running for the wild card. So I am going to pull these up and we are going to make an executive decision about who is going on to the wild card. So here was Peggy's work with all of the 4 themes. Her wild card entry for this week's theme was these cute little umbrella earrings. We have My Wired World, we have The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and we have These Boots Are Made for Walking. And then we have Linda. You guys have seen Linda's 3 themes from week 1, week 2, week 3, and then Linda submitted for the wild card. So here's Linda's piece with her raindrop, peace sign, CCR, the guitar. So that's her piece that she submitted for the wild card for this week. So for Stephanie, we previously saw her tree and her boots, and then this was the one for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It says so long and thanks for all the fish. And then Stephanie also did glasses for this week's theme. She has the glasses with the clouds and the raindrops. Then we have Sharon. So we previously saw Sharon's portrait, her boots, her atom, her galaxy. This week she sent the umbrella with the face silhouette and the little dangling raindrops. So there's Sharon. So now we have Mark. So Mark had his mobile was the first one, the earrings, the boot charms, and his glasses. And then Lynn, she had her bracelet on the first challenge, her boot, her little aliens, and then the set that we just saw. After much discussion, we've looked at all of the work and considered everybody's work as a whole. The wildcard participant who will progress to the finale of Live Wires for the Win Season 4 is, drum roll please, Linda. Congratulations, Linda, on being the wild card this year. We're so excited to have this new addition to the Live Wires for the Win episodes. Thank you, everybody, for your amazing contributions and for sharing your beautiful, thoughtful, inspirational work every week. Be sure to stay tuned for the finale next week. We have a special guest judge who will be helping us out next week. Also, be sure to vote for your favorite for the finale on Monday from noon until midnight. I will be posting the video for that on Monday on the Live Wires for the Win channel. And also stay tuned for call for entries for season 5, which will be happening a year from now. So you have lots of time to prep for that. So congratulations again to Laura, Asita, Amy, and Linda for progressing to the finale. Can't wait to see what you guys create next week. And thank you, Patricia, for hopping on every week. It's so much fun.
It is fun.
Any last words for the participants?
Oh, just do your best for next week, and I can't wait to see what you've made.
Awesome. That's amazing. And thank you, Beadalon, again for supplying the grand prize for the finale. And we will see you guys next week. Have a great rest of the week. Happy wiring, and we'll see you soon. Bye.